Hello and welcome to 21 Questions. It's a trivia podcast. My name's Mike. I run a trivia company called Trivia Tribe, and fun fact, in primary school I was captain of a ball games team and we came second in tunnel ball. Still got the ribbon. Let's get going. 21 questions for you. Question 1. What does the acronym LOL, L-O-L, mean when communicating via social media? LOL, laugh out loud. Question 2. Which chocolate bar has the image of a bear hidden in its packaging to reference its town of origin? The chocolate bar with the bear in the packaging is Toblerone, also the nickname they now give to the boundary marker in cricket because it's a triangle. Question 3. How many sides does an octagon have? I wonder how many people didn't know that until UFC came along and became a thing, and now we're fighting in the octagon. That would be 8. Now, I would like to apologise in advance to any UFC fans that I've offended by the voice I put on for the octagon thing there. Most of them know how to fight, or at least think they can, and the last thing I need is that kind of confrontation in my life. Question 4 will always be a true or false question on this podcast. True or false? The iron lung was invented by Jacques Cousteau. That's false. Jacques Cousteau invented the aqualung. Not the same thing. Question 5. Is ni the Japanese word for the number 1, 2, or 3? Ichi ni san. Number 2. Ni is 2. Question 6. Did Kylie or Dannii Minogue release a solo album first? It was actually Kylie in 1988. Dannii released one in 1990. A couple of fun facts for you. Kylie's album was called Kylie. Danny's was originally called Dannii. Then I think she changed to something like Love and Kisses or something. Dannii was on Australian TV first, and Kylie came along, and it's fair to say probably has had a slightly bigger career. But I like Dannii better because I got to interview her on radio one time and she was lovely, and I've never got to speak to Kylie Minogue in my life. Question 7. In the animal kingdom, what is a female fox called? A female fox is a vixen. After question 7, we'll do the first clues for this episode's Who Am I? Today, it's a person. Here we go. Who am I? I was born in England in 1975 and grew up working in my parents' pub and restaurant. It was called The Cricketers. It was in Clavering in Essex, where I developed a love of cooking from a young age. Nice. While working as a chef at the River Cafe in London, I was spotted by a TV crew filming a documentary, which led to my own breakout series in the late 1990s. Now, if you don't know who that is yet, that's okay. There's more clues coming soon. Back to the questions. Question 8. Which 1984 sci-fi film established the careers of both its star, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and director, James Cameron? That would be The Terminator. Question 9. What kind of animal lives in a holt? H-O-L-T, lives in a holt. I'll give you some multiple choice. Is it an otter? Is it a sloth? Or is it a platypus? It's an otter, and have you seen pictures of otters sleeping in the water? They hold hands. They hold hands with their otters mate for life, and they find their special other otter, their significant other otter, and they hold hands as they sleep. It's the cutest thing. Question 10. Is Galway Bay on the west coast of Ireland, Scotland, or Wales? It's in Ireland. I don't think I'd heard of Galway until the Ed Sheeran song from a few years ago, Galway Girl, I think it was. Question 11, is it true or false? True or false? The word Vespa, as in the brand of motor scooter, translates from Italian to mean wasp. That's actually true. Vespa means wasp, and it's called that because the scooter was named by Enrico Piaggio back in 1946, who said, sembra una Vespa. I am So not Italian. Sorry about that. Anyway, the answer's wasp. All right, can we move on? Thank you. Question 12. Which brand of vacuum cleaner shares its name with the surname of the first director of the FBI? The first director of the FBI was J. Edgar Hoover. He's worth a Google, J. Edgar, because he was accused of using the FBI as his own personal police force. And, of course, the Hoover Dam in America, I can't think where it is right now, named after Herbert Hoover, the 31st US president, but you already knew that. Question 13. A famous 1893 book of stories by Rudyard Kipling is the what book? It's the Jungle Book, and they have made nearly 20 Jungle Book or Jungle Book adjacent movies over the years. I had no idea. Question 14. Is something with a pH value lower than 7 considered to be acidic or alkaline? If it's lower than 7, it's acidic. More clues for the Who Am I now? Here we go. Who am I? My relaxed style and focus on fresh, simple ingredients helped redefine how home cooking was presented on television. I later became known for campaigning to improve school meals and public health, taking on governments and large food corporations. Question 15. Which American rapper was born Curtis James Jackson III? Would you like multiple choice? Sure. Here you go. Is it 50 Cent? Is it Eminem? Is it Dr. Dre? It's 50 Cent. Question 16. Which 8-letter M word is the hatred or dislike of girls and or women? That'd be misogyny. Misogyny is bad. Don't do that. Question 17. Which TV show was a spin-off from Happy Days and starred Penny Marshall and Cindy Williams? We're talking late 70s, I think. That'd be Laverne and Shirley. The opening of that is parodied in Wayne's World, I think. I think the first Wayne's World. Question 18. Which continent is the Sahara Desert on? The Sahara is on Africa. Question 19 is always an alive or dead. I give you a name. You tell me if you think that person is alive or dead. Alive or dead? Question 19. Sir Edmund Hillary. Credited as being one of the very first people to climb the summit of Mount Everest. Now, a lot of people say he was the first, but some people are now arguing, going, well, Sherpas have been doing it for centuries, yada, yada, yada. I don't want to get involved in that. So Edmund Hillary, I mentioned the Everest thing for context, New Zealand mountaineer. You know who I'm talking about. Is he alive or dead? He's dead. He died a long time ago. He died in 2008. He was 88 at the time. Question 20 is a music question. What catch cry for American paratroopers is also the name of a song for Brisbane Gold Coast band Shepherd? That would be Geronimo. Now, when I say Brisbane Gold Coast, if they're being interviewed by a Brisbane outfit, they'll say they're from Brisbane. If to Gold Coast outfit, they say Gold Coast. And I think if they're outside of that region, they say Gold Coast. Good on them. Bit of a success story, Shepherd. Final clues for the Who Am I now? Who am I? I built a global restaurant and publishing empire, though parts of that business later collapsed amid financial difficulties. Had some Italian restaurants in Australia that did not stand the test of time. I'm often known as the Naked Chef, frequently saying things like lovely jubbly, which I don't think a grown man should ever say, and I've been married to former model Jules Oliver since 2000. I am, of course, Jamie Oliver. There we go. That's 21 questions asked and answered. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you did well with them, and I hope you found them interesting. I've been putting a call out for people to provide me with a trivia question, to send me their favourite trivia question, and this week we will ask our very first one. This one was sent to me by a listener named Susan. I do have Susan's last name here, but I feel like I probably shouldn't say it. I don't know why. I feel weird about that. But Susan, let's say from the Sunshine Coast in Queensland. Susan asks her question, which is, how many mountains make up the Glasshouse Mountains? Now, the Glasshouse Mountains are a mountain range discovered by Captain Cook. They are in the Sunshine Coast hinterland. He apparently could see them from the water, from the ocean, and thought, hey, they look... Actually, wouldn't have gone like that. He went, I say, they look remarkably like glass, and called them the Glasshouse Mountains. Good-o. How many of them are there? You know what? I'm not going to give you the answer right now. I'll give it to you at the top of the next episode to give you a chance to have a think about it, maybe even Google it. Although those mountains have been there for 25 million years. I looked it up. It's 25 million years. And to me, I feel like if you were going to go and count them, you would have by now. So you can just wait till the start of the next episode, and I'll just tell you, save you driving over there. Thank you very much, Susan, for your question. I'm going to give you the answer in episode, what will that be? That would be 12. Episode 12. If you'd like to be like Susan, and who wouldn't want to be, send me a trivia question, anyone you like. I will use it in the show. I will credit you. I will say, like I did about Susan, hey, Dave from wherever submitted this question, and it goes like this, and won't that be fun? All right, this podcast comes out every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Come back and listen again, play along. I'd love it if you did that. And you know what? I haven't asked this before, but if you could rate and review the show on whatever podcast app you're listening to, that really helps grow a young podcast like this one. Thank you very much for playing. I'll catch you next time. Bye.